obviously it's not okay to have sex with your sister, and and then have different families that they grew up with come over and they would all have orgies, and that ended up bothering them real bad, and then they were violent too. He'd tell me that they'd cut each other and share blood and drink their blood, and
Oh, no.
he seemed to
Wow.
be the one that got it the worst all the time because he was the older son and he was supposed to become the priest. And
That is hardcore.
yeah, well, that's the shit that he used to tell me, man. I couldn't believe it. Like, that really was happening. Like, it was crazy. He ended up killing himself, though. I woke up to find him on the fucking floor in my room.
They're almost programmed to do that as soon as they start changing away from it.
But he knew it wasn't right.
Yeah.
You know what? He was having sex with his 2-year-old sister. So, I mean, how do you listen to someone telling me that? And at first I wanted to punch him and fucking fight him, and I hated him so bad until he started crying and telling me that he knew that was wrong. And he's like praying to me when he's not even supposed to be praying. He's a Satan worshiper. And he's like, I'm so sorry, I knew it was wrong, and that's crazy, though. And then I was in this place called the Search Program, to where he never told his story to anyone else. He was my roommate. But when he did tell a few other people, like, kind of the things, then they broke their confidentiality and started telling other people about what he did and everything.
Oh, jeez.
And that made him go crazy.
Sometime.
It don't matter now because he's dead, so.
Right.
So he wanted help.
Hold on here. Moment. You don't have a empty soda can or something, do you? Yeah. I just started doing an old method of mine that a lot of people don't know this, but ash will take out even the detergent oils that are left in clothing.
Yeah, because that's it. All the toxins you put in your body, people don't even think, like you just said, the normal person wouldn't think of all the detergents in your clothes that go through your skin.
Yeah.
How do you learn all this?
I found out a lot of it on my own.
You just Google a lot?
No, I found before Google, before YouTube, before you could just jump online and look up stuff, I just literally would mess around with stuff and find out on my own. I would do like little experiments. I've always been kind of not like experimental minded, but.
What have you been doing in the last years of your life? Like, where do you go? Like, where do you end up?
You know what I do? I forget where I am until I find exactly where I need to be, and then I find places that are open.
Like the mission, things like that?
No, I don't go to shelters. When you know what I call charity? You know?
I've been there once.
I've been coining this term. I don't go to Papa Cherry Street Mission.
I don't like that place.
Papa, it's no good. I got sexually assaulted in there. So I said, fuck this shit.
You did?
Yeah. I just like, I don't need this.
By another guy?
Yeah. I'm like, this is like, hey, fucking tried to fucking grope on me and shit. Hell, it took every fucking nerve in me to fucking not fucking just snap his neck and walk out.
What'd you do?
I blinded him with a laser.
What was he doing, though?
He was trying to grab my junk while I was laying down. He just fucking snuck up out of nowhere, and he's like, hey, let me check your junk. And he just started just fucking coming right up. Like, just moving right into my fucking personal space like that. That's one thing to fucking give someone a hug, but to fucking sit there and get right up in their fucking forbidden zone and shit like that, I'm like, the first reaction I had, well, the first inkling I had was I'm going to snap his fucking neck. But I'm like, oh shit, I'm not going to explain this one. So the very first physical reaction I had was grab my laser pointer and right in the dead center of his eye. Gave him, I guess he went blind after that. He jumped back. He jumped back. He fell straight down onto the fucking ground. I was on the upper bunk. I went and told the police, and they kind of actually just said, "Yeah, that was a good idea." They said, "Are you going back there?" I'm like, "Never again." Next thing I know, Cherry Street Mission's getting all this crazy funding for fucking billboards and shit like this. They're all over the newspaper. I'm like, why wasn't the sexual assault case in the paper? What the hell? But when I've ran into a Satanist myself, and they really believe people that are doing that kind of shit are like literally fucking being commanded by fucking demons. And I've seen in people's eyes, like, when there's a person behind their eyes, and then there's that look where there's nothing there, like they're a fucking zombie or something, and that's the look that I've learned, with my autism. I was a little slow on body language, and I learned that when that look starts showing up in a person's eye, to kind of start trying to go the opposite way. Because you don't know what's on the other side of that. And crazy idiots. I mean, yes, there's bioelectric energy to blood. Yes, there's crazy freaking...
See that your thing again?
Yeah.
More coffee?
Sure. And I can help with your fire.
Yeah. I didn't see it went out.
Yeah, in fact, why not? See. Yeah, let me get this right. Do that right. I've had people be like, "Oh, that's just a kid's toy. Anyone can do that." I'm like, no. There's actually a real arrangement to this, a way to do it, where it does this, basically the real magic. I can teach quantum physics with this.
What do you mean?
That this is a model. I designed it originally as a sensor to show how the atomic structure of a hydrogen atom works. So you could touch it and actually look at it.
Hydrogen atom?
Yes.
Can't touch that though.
Well, this right here, there's the same magnetic arrangement as H1. That's hydrogen with one neutron, one proton, and one electron.
College?
No, this I skipped biology and I went straight to chemistry. I
forget that you're autistic.
I don't focus on it. I don't live.
Because it makes it seem like you said, when you hear that word, they look at you different.
Yeah, there's a stigma to it.
All it means is that your brain it holds in way more information than normal. Because how much percentage do we use out of our brain?
10% is the average.
10%? I thought it was 17.
So.
Yeah, and that's why, what's his name? Einstein. That's why he was probably autistic, wasn't he?
Yeah, they said he was mildly retarded as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because back then they didn't know what to call you until they came up with the term autistic. So he's always talked about how dangerous your mind was if you let yourself get too in depth.
Yeah, I was more of a Tesla guy. Nikola Tesla. The wireless transmission of truth.
Yeah, he invented electricity, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
And a lot of people don't know that.
He invented the AC current. He found out how it works.
They went back and forth.
Yeah. Edison and
no one knows who can really claim it. Well, Edison, he just expanded it.
Yeah.
But the real inventor was Tesla, wasn't it?
Yeah, Tesla. He stole like 50 grand from him. He promised Tesla 50 grand. Here's a trick
They
with
worked
this.
together at first, didn't they?
Whenever I got sick or something from my epilepsy, I would spin this up and find the spot on my head that was hurting.
You made this?
Yes. I actually have the blueprints.
You do?
Yes. I have every way that this works. Boom. That's for a literal hydrogen plasma drive.
What's that?
This is a space engine that can be made. I was already working on it. I have photos of how far I built the entire inner assembly. This right here would have just been, I needed to get blast glowing kit, and I could just make, I could separate hydrogen and oxygen from water with electrolysis and get all of the hydrogen.
How though?
Just, you can separate hydrogen and oxygen from water with a battery.
Seriously?
Yeah. You can get a 9-volt battery and put 2 leads on there, 2 copper wires, and you put that into water, and you got one tube that does, you do one.
Oh, it's just strong magnet.
It's neodymium. Rare earth metals. This is how it works, though. On one page. I've turned quantum into relative. I've already bridged it.
Is no one listening to you?
I took it to University of Toledo. They told me what it was, a magnetic vortex. They told me they have an entire research facility that basically is my fucking notebook. I mean, I've got shit for distilling water and purification. This is my nail factory over there. Hold on. This is the blueprint. I built all this shit. I did all of this over in Ljubljana. This is the fucking blueprint I did of the building I found. I started repairing it. I reinforced the concrete with all of this. Probably.
That's what I use concrete.
Yeah,
Reinforce it.
I used wood, and I coated the wood with a custom concrete.
What kind of concrete?
Yeah, I've got the recipe here. I've even created the way to cut bricks with sound.
You mean you came up with a design, you didn't actually do
No,
it?
I actually did it. I did the fucking work.
What kind of grade concrete did you use, do you know?
I made my own.
Out of what?
Out of, here, I'll tell you, this is my recipe. It's limestone with glass, aluminum, and scrap iron filings, and I use drywall.
How'd you burn it all down, though?
I just burned it all down. I got the gypsy stove, I made a Japanese smelting fire, and I got it all as hot enough to melt metal.
Are you shitting me?
Not at all. This was my pride and joy. I called the whole damn thing Project Splinter Cell. I figured out how to cut bricks with sound.
What do you mean?
I found out that I could put a hammer down and get just the right ting noise, and it would crack the brick right where the hammer was. So every time I hit that,
physical,
without that big impact, no, just the right ting and the.
but you still had to hit it.
A little bit, just for the fact. But all I had to do was be facing in the direction, and I would crack it flat. Perfect break.
That's just the noise that's going ting, though.
Yeah, but the ting went through the
what's
whole.
cracking it.
If I didn't get that ting, I had a broken edge. It wouldn't get a flat cut. When I hit that ting, and I got real good at finding that ting, it was a flat cut. So then I started adding like a little bit of water. This was my drainage system because I had to raise the floor. Oh, I'll have to rearrange that. It doesn't work with just any old arrangement.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it happens.
Damn it.
Here, I'll put it back together.
Yeah, I can't do it. Am I missing a piece?
Nope. Nope, you got it though.